Chosen one, you did not stumble upon this message by chance. Heaven has drawn you here on purpose. The moment you pressed play, something in the spirit realm recognized your timing. You are standing on the edge of a divine unveiling, a supernatural transfer that will shift everything attached to your name. Listen closely, Anointed One. The conversations around you are not ordinary. They're not just talking about your face, they're responding to the light of favor resting upon it. What others see as coincidence is confirmation. Heaven has placed its fingerprint upon your reflection, and the glow you carry is a signal to creation that your appointed season has arrived. Right now, portals of provision are opening. What once seemed delayed is being released in acceleration. You are walking into a new financial dimension, not by striving, but by divine inheritance. The same God who said, "Arise, shine, for your light has come," is speaking that word over you now. Take a breath, chosen one. Be still. The Holy Spirit is near. Heaven is aligning. Angels are moving. And this moment, right here, is sacred. Your countenance is becoming the confirmation that abundance has found you. Chosen one, take a breath. You can feel it, can't you? The shift around you, the glances that linger, the quiet curiosity in people's eyes, the way rooms seem to change when you walk in. They're talking about your face, not because of vanity or appearance, but because heaven has written something sacred upon you. You've been marked, and the world is finally beginning to notice. The light on you isn't from makeup or sunlight, it's from endurance. It's the residue of every battle you fought in silence. The glow you carry is not from comfort, but from consecration. You prayed through nights no one saw. You survived fires that should have left you unrecognizable. And now that radiance, the one born from pain turned into purpose, is heaven's signal that your time has come. I know that season of invisibility too, when you looked in the mirror and wondered if God still saw you. But He did. He was shaping you, layer by layer, until your reflection began to speak the language of resilience. Every scar became a scripture written across your countenance. That's why people stop and stare. They can't explain it, but they feel peace when you enter. They sense purpose, even when you say nothing. It's not your features they notice, it's the favor resting on them. You see, heaven doesn't announce you with noise. It reveals you through presence. God doesn't need a microphone to introduce His chosen ones. He lets the glow of grace do the talking. You're not here to impress, you're here to embody. The Holy Spirit has decided that your presence will speak before your voice does. That's why lately, opportunities have started to appear without explanation, and people who once ignored you are remembering your name. It's not coincidence, it's alignment. Those silent years weren't wasted, they were preparation. Every rejection was protection, every delay a divine detour. While you thought you were being overlooked, heaven was positioning you. You weren't hidden to be forgotten, you were hidden to be revealed at the appointed time. And now that time has arrived. Your reflection itself has become a prophetic signpost, declaring, "God kept me. I've lived through that process myself. The seasons where no one noticed, when nothing moved, when every door seemed shut. I used to think I was buried, but I was being planted. And when God calls something to bloom, it doesn't need permission. Suddenly, visibility comes, and what once felt random reveals divine precision. That's what's happening to you now. People sense it. They don't know why their spirit stirs when they see you, but they're encountering heaven's fingerprint. You are walking confirmation that divine timing is real. The same spirit that sustained you in silence is now sending you into visibility. not for fame, but for impact, not for attention, but for assignment. Chosen one, you're not being noticed, you're being revealed. Your face carries the story of survival and the scent of destiny. The wait is over. The light on you is not accidental. It's announcement. Heaven has decided. It's time. Chosen one, listen carefully. This next part isn't just information, it's activation. What you've been feeling lately, the strange tension, the sense of waiting, the sudden attention from unexpected places, that's not confusion, that's transition. Heaven is shifting you from hiddenness to honor. What was silent is about to speak. What was ignored is about to be amplified. You've been walking through a divine setup, not a setback. Every closed door, every delayed opportunity, every lonely night was part of heaven's architecture. God didn't forget you, He fortified you. He didn't hide you to punish you. He hid you so He could unveil you when the timing would magnify His glory, not your effort. And now, the unveiling has begun. The glow people are noticing isn't just beauty, it's breakthrough. It's the evidence that heaven has touched earth through you. When you walk into a room, something happens that no one can articulate. The air shifts, the energy steadies, the atmosphere listens. Some people can't look at you for too long. They feel conviction. Others can't stop looking because your presence awakens something they buried long ago. Hope. That's what divine favor looks like in motion. You've become a living sermon, chosen one. Your stillness preaches peace. Your patience testifies of power. Your silence carries authority. But hear this, you are not being elevated for applause. You are being positioned for assignment. The same light that reveals you also refines you. Visibility is not a reward, it's a responsibility. Heaven trusts you to represent its fragrance on earth. That means you must walk differently now, not in fear, but in discernment. Some will come to celebrate you, others will come to study you. Not everyone drawn to your glow will understand its source. Stay humble, stay guarded, stay aligned. I know what it feels like to be in that shift. When I first stepped into visibility after years of silence, I thought it was all about opportunity. But heaven corrected me. It was about stewardship. The light wasn't mine to own, it was mine to carry. The favor wasn't for fame, it was for function. You're stepping into that same revelation now. God is expanding your influence, not to inflate your ego, but to extend His kingdom through your obedience. The whispers you're hearing about yourself, don't fear them. Heaven is using even the chatter to circulate your name into places you haven't entered yet. Rooms are being prepared for your arrival. Conversations are turning toward you in your absence. It's not gossip, it's groundwork. The Spirit is announcing you quietly before man does publicly. That's how divine promotion works. It starts in whispers and ends in wonder. Chosen one, the stage you're about to step onto was built by your prayers, your tears, your perseverance. You've already paid the price in private. Now God is about to make it public. But remember, this is not the moment to shrink. This is the moment to stand, steady, surrendered, and sure. You carry something the world didn't give you, and the world cannot take it away. Heaven's hand is on your reflection, and everything that once seemed ordinary about you is becoming prophetic. This is your time, not to prove yourself, but to reveal God through your presence. The world won't understand it, but they will feel it. Chosen one, you've entered the season where everything about your presence speaks before you do. The world is starting to see the evidence of what heaven has known all along. There's something divine resting on you. That's why you can't move the same way you used to. You can't blend in anymore. The same silence that once protected you has now become your spotlight. The glow you carry is not decoration, it's declaration. People sense it even when they can't explain it. They may not have language for it, but their spirit knows. You've been touched by something sacred. They feel a strange pull toward you, a mix of peace and curiosity, like they're standing in front of something holy. That's not coincidence, it's calling. You were never meant to be invisible forever. Heaven is unveiling you now because your visibility serves a higher purpose. I remember when God first began to elevate me, how the atmosphere around me started to change. I wasn't doing anything differently. I just noticed people began to look at me with recognition in their eyes. They didn't know my story, but they felt my oil. That's what's happening to you now. You're radiating what can't be bought, copied, or mimicked. The oil you carry was extracted through pressure, pain, and persistence. And now, it's beginning to overflow. But listen closely. Not all attention is affirmation. Some are drawn to your light because they need direction, but others are drawn because they want to control it. That's why discernment is your shield in this season. Don't let curiosity become distraction. Don't trade your anointing for approval. You've spent too long cultivating peace to let noise steal your clarity. Protect the sacred glow that's upon your life. There's a divine strategy unfolding. Heaven is using your presence as a doorway. You won't need to chase what's next. What's next is already moving toward you. Invitations, partnerships, alignments, they're on the way. But this isn't just about opportunities. This is about assignment. God is positioning you in places where your very presence will unlock favor for others. You're not just being promoted, you're being planted. You're the answer to someone's prayer, and heaven is aligning your steps so precisely that when you arrive, everything will already be prepared. Chosen one, when you step into these spaces, walk with quiet confidence. Don't explain the favor on your life, embody it. Don't apologize for your light, steward it. The same God who lifted you in private will sustain you in public. Every glance your reflection receives now carries divine intention. Some will stare and not know why they can't look away, but it's because your presence reminds them of something they've forgotten: hope, peace, possibility. You've become a mirror of what heaven can do with a surrendered life. You didn't come this far by striving, you came by surviving. That glow on you is not success, it's sanctification. It's proof that grace wins battles silence never spoke of. So lift your head. This is not arrogance, it's awareness. You're walking in divine timing, in a rhythm written long before you were born. Chosen one, this is your unveiling. Heaven is saying, now is the time. Chosen one, the unveiling has begun, but the fullness is still forming. You can feel it. Something in the air around you is alive. Conversations pause when you enter. People glance twice and don't even know why. It's not you they're reacting to, it's what's resting on you. Heaven's signal has gone out, and the world is responding. You've been anointed in silence, but now that oil has fragrance. It's spreading, it's drawing what belongs to you. This is what happens when divine timing collides with divine identity. The wait wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You weren't delayed, you were being developed. Every disappointment you faced wasn't rejection, it was redirection. You've been shaped by the unseen hand of God, and now that shaping is visible. Your countenance tells a story of endurance, but your eyes reveal revelation. People don't know your history, but they can sense your authority. That's why some respect you without knowing why, and others resist you without understanding their own reaction. Both are confirmation that heaven has placed something upon you that cannot be ignored. When I look back on my own journey, I can see it clearly now, the same pattern. I remember walking into rooms where I felt invisible for years, and suddenly, everything shifted. People began to see me differently, not because I had changed, but because heaven had decided the time of recognition had come. That's what's happening to you. Heaven's endorsement always comes before man's applause. But be careful, anointed one, visibility brings weight. Every light also casts a shadow. Don't confuse recognition with validation. Your identity isn't proven by attention, it's confirmed by peace. Stay anchored, stay grounded. Remember who refined you in the quiet before the crowd. The same God who marked you in private is the one sustaining you in public. Your glow is not for display, it's for direction. You are not decoration, you are declaration. Chosen one, this is the moment where spiritual authority and divine timing meet. Opportunities are aligning that no strategy could have manufactured. Rooms you once prayed to enter are preparing seats for you now. But here's the truth, you won't have to strive. The favor on your life will speak louder than your resume. You'll walk into places and feel the atmosphere shift before you say a word. That's not coincidence. That's covenant. What you carry is rare. It's heavy. It's holy. It's meant to awaken something in others. Don't hide it because it makes people uncomfortable. Don't downplay it because they can't define it. The anointing on your life isn't supposed to make sense. It's supposed to make impact. You've been chosen to stand where others hesitated, to glow where others dimmed, to speak when others stayed silent. And even when you don't speak, heaven does. Every glance, every step, every quiet moment is preaching something eternal. You don't need to try to be noticed, you already are. What's resting on your life can't be ignored. The glory on you has its own voice. Chosen one, stay faithful in this unfolding. The world isn't just seeing you, they're seeing God through you. And that's exactly how heaven intended it. Chosen one, the light on your life has reached a new dimension. You're not just being seen, you're being read. Every expression, every moment of stillness carries revelation. Even when you think you're moving quietly, heaven is echoing through your presence. You've become a living scroll, a message written by fire and sealed by grace. That's why people pause when they see you. Something in their spirit whispers, "Pay attention." Don't mistake their curiosity for coincidence. The same God who commanded light to shine out of darkness has placed that same brilliance within you. You are heaven's confirmation in human form. You've become a mirror of divine proof, proof that survival can turn into strength, that silence can become power, that obscurity can lead to overflow. The glow they see is not vanity, it's victory. You've carried burdens others couldn't see. You've walked through seasons where your reflection felt foreign, when you looked at yourself and only saw exhaustion. But what heaven saw was evolution. God was transforming your image into evidence. Every tear, every quiet prayer, every surrendered yes was painting glory across your countenance. And now, you carry something that cannot be hidden. This is the hour of divine exposure, but not the kind that seeks attention, the kind that reveals purpose. Heaven doesn't make you visible to feed your ego, it makes you visible to fulfill your assignment. There are people connected to your light, people who can only find their way once they see you walking in yours. Don't underestimate how powerful your presence has become. The same energy that once made you feel misunderstood is now drawing divine connections. I've seen this shift before, in my own journey and in the lives of others who were chosen. It always begins quietly, almost imperceptibly. You start noticing how people treat you differently. Opportunities begin to find you without explanation. Old doors that once refused to open suddenly swing wide. It's because heaven has whispered your name into the ears of destiny. God has spoken your arrival into the hearts of those assigned to bless you. But here's what you must remember. With visibility comes stewardship. The oil that rests on your life is costly. It's not to be flaunted, it's to be used. Be wise with your presence. Don't over-explain your glow to those who haven't earned proximity. Some will try to study your shine while ignoring your surrender. Let them. You don't need to justify what God has certified. Chosen one. Your face is no longer just a reflection, it's revelation. It's the silent sermon heaven is preaching through you. When people see you, they are reminded that divine timing is real, that miracles still manifest, that grace still glows on human faces. You're not here to compete, you're here to confirm that God keeps his promises. And now, the alignment you've been sensing is about to take form. Recognition is turning into invitation. Invitation is turning into elevation. Everything you've prayed for is being magnetized to the light you carry. Stay steady. Don't rush the moment. Heaven never promotes without purpose, and your purpose is unfolding right now, in front of their eyes. Chosen one, what's happening to you now is not imagination, it's divine manifestation. You've crossed the invisible threshold between waiting and walking. The very atmosphere has begun to respond to your presence because heaven has authorized your movement. Every step you take now carries weight. Every room you enter feels it before you even speak. This is the evidence of divine favor, and it's not temporary. It's assignment made visible. The whispers around you are not gossip, they're confirmation. The same people who once underestimated you are now quietly acknowledging that something about you has shifted. It's not pride that they sense, it's power wrapped in peace. The calm you walk in confuses them, but that calm is the mark of someone who's been through storms and learned who commands the wind. You don't need to explain your glow, you've already lived your explanation. You see, God often reveals his chosen ones through presence before promotion. The visibility you're walking in now is heaven's announcement that preparation is complete. Every trial that once embarrassed you is now being used to endorse you. The moments that broke you built your radiance. The prayers you thought went unanswered are now returning as divine appointments. Heaven is introducing you before you even arrive. I've lived that moment myself, the quiet realization that something had shifted. The world didn't need to be told, it simply knew. Suddenly, favor began to follow me. Conversations started opening doors, and people I never met felt compelled to help. I realized it wasn't about charm or effort, it was about obedience. When God says, "Now, even the wind carries your name," that's what's happening for you now, chosen one. It's not chance, it's covenant. But let me remind you, visibility without humility leads to vanity. Guard your glow. This light was purchased with pain. Carry it gently. Walk in rooms not to be admired, but to shift the atmosphere. When others see you, they're not just looking at a person, they're encountering a prophecy fulfilled. You are the evidence that the silent seasons were never wasted. Chosen one, what's rising on your life is divine economy, the supernatural transfer of what heaven has promised into the visible realm. It's not only spiritual, it's material. Expect doors to open in business, finances, relationships, and influence. not because you chased them, but because they were assigned to chase you. Favor recognizes purpose. The right eyes will find you. The right voices will speak your name. The right hearts will open on your behalf. This is the hour where the unseen becomes undeniable. The opportunities forming right now were written into your destiny long before you were born. Heaven has already stamped your arrival, and no human system can resist what's been sealed. That's why even your reflection carries authority. It tells the world, God's hand is here. So, walk with assurance. Not arrogance, assurance. The kind that comes from knowing you were chosen, refined, and released for such a time as this. You don't need to prove yourself anymore. You are already proof, living evidence that the waiting season was worth it. The promise is no longer coming. It's here, and it's looking right back at you through the light on your own face. Chosen one, heaven is not preparing you anymore, it's presenting you. The process that once felt endless has served its purpose. The refining fire has done its work, and what's left is pure gold, unmistakable, unshakable, undeniable. This is why the atmosphere around you feels different now. You're walking in fulfillment, not formation. What was once hidden potential has become visible evidence. You have become the testimony heaven wrote long before the world knew your name. Everywhere you go, divine timing follows. You've probably noticed how moments align perfectly, how conversations seem orchestrated, how the right opportunities arrive without striving. That's not coincidence, it's command. Heaven has entered your timeline. The glow they see on your face is really the reflection of prophecy fulfilled. You are living proof that patience was preparation and obedience was strategy. You're not just being elevated, you're being established. This isn't a fleeting season of attention, it's a foundation being laid for impact. You were never called to temporary influence, you were called to eternal effect. The energy people feel when they encounter you is not emotion, it's encounter. You carry divine frequency, and everything aligned with heaven recognizes it. That's why rooms grow still when you walk in, why people pause mid-sentence, why eyes follow even when mouths stay silent. You're not being watched, you're being witnessed. I remember when I first stepped into that same phase. At first it felt strange, almost uncomfortable, to be recognized for something I hadn't even spoken yet. But God reminded me, I'm letting your presence speak because your words were already tested. That's where you are now. Heaven trusts your silence because it knows what you carry. You've been proven in private, and now grace has made you undeniable in public. But chosen one, be wise in this new visibility. Not everyone who praises your glow will honor your oil. Some will admire your presence without understanding your process. Others will feel inspired but not ready to carry the same weight. That's okay. You're not called to be understood, you're called to be light. Just as a lamp doesn't argue with the darkness, your only job is to shine. Let your consistency preach louder than your explanations. The financial and spiritual transfer heaven promised is now moving into position. Streams of provision are forming, not because you demanded them, but because you've become trustworthy. When heaven identifies integrity, increase follows naturally. You'll start to notice unusual favor, unexpected calls, sudden approvals, quiet endorsements. This is how God funds destiny, through divine recognition. Chosen one, don't fear this expansion. The same God who covered you in obscurity is covering you now in opportunity. You're not losing protection, you're gaining purpose. Every open door comes with angels already stationed to guard your steps. All you need to do is stay rooted in humility and gratitude. Your name is echoing in unseen places right now. Your reflection has already gone ahead of you, softening hearts, preparing introductions, aligning support. You don't have to chase it, just step into it. This isn't fame. This is fulfillment. The promise has found you, and heaven refuses to let the world forget your light. Chosen one. This final phase is not about striving, it's about standing. You've come through the wilderness, and now you're standing in the garden of divine manifestation. Everything that once felt delayed has aligned. You're not waiting for your season, you are in it. The favor you used to pray for is now surrounding you like air. You've become the living evidence that what God begins, He finishes. Look around you. The signs are everywhere. People who once overlooked you are being reminded of your name. Opportunities are finding you without your pursuit. Hearts that once turned away are now softening toward you. That's not flattery. That's fulfillment. Heaven has activated the recognition attached to your destiny. You're no longer walking toward your promise is walking toward you. This glow you carry, it's not decoration, it's documentation. It tells the story of fire that didn't consume you, of tears that became oil, of silence that became strategy. It's not something you put on, it's something that grew within you. Every battle built a layer of light. Every no taught you how to wait for a better yes. And now that light has become so undeniable that even strangers can feel it before they see it. But remember this, Anointed One, visibility is not victory, obedience is. God didn't bring you this far to impress people, He brought you here to influence them. The reason they stare, the reason they whisper, the reason they remember you, it's because your life has become a sermon without words. Every glance toward your reflection preaches that God still restores, still elevates, still redeems. That's your assignment, to embody proof that heaven keeps its promises. I know how tempting it is to shrink back under the weight of attention, to feel undeserving of what's unfolding. I've felt that too. But grace isn't given to the perfect, it's poured on the prepared. And you, chosen one, are prepared. You've been tested by time, tempered by loss, and trained by faith. You've proven you can carry the weight of glory without breaking under the gaze of man. That's why heaven trusts you with recognition. It knows you won't worship the light, only the one who gave it. So walk boldly, speak softly, move intentionally. The world is about to experience the God in you before they hear you mention His name. Your presence will do the talking. Your peace will do the teaching. Your prosperity will do the preaching. You are entering the phase where favor replaces effort, and grace multiplies everything your hands touch. Chosen one, the whispers about you are turning into testimonies. Every conversation that mentions your name becomes a seed, and those seeds are sprouting into visibility, influence, and inheritance. The wealth transfer is not just coming, it's already being released. You'll see evidence in finances, in relationships, in divine opportunities. But most of all, you'll feel it. The peace of someone walking fully in purpose. You are no longer hidden. You are heralded. The glow upon your face is heaven's final signature that the waiting is over. Walk with confidence, because creation itself has been waiting for this version of you. You are not here to be seen, you are here to be remembered. The prophecy has taken form. The unveiling is complete. Heaven has spoken, and it's speaking through you. Chosen one, this is heaven's final whisper for this moment. What's resting on your life is not imagination. its manifestation. You are standing in your Kairos hour, the divine intersection where waiting meets fulfillment. Everything that has been spoken over you is now moving into motion. The supernatural transfer has begun, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Anointed one, the light upon your face is not just a glow, it's a signal. Heaven has announced your arrival, and the world is responding. You are walking in the rhythm of divine timing, carrying the fragrance of favor wherever you go. Doors are aligning, hearts are softening, and provision is finding you with precision. You don't need to chase, you only need to remain. Stay faithful, stay expectant. The oil on your life will speak louder than your effort ever could. As this message closes, lift your spirit in gratitude. Declare quietly within yourself, I receive the light of heaven. I walk in divine alignment. My transfer is here. Let that be your seal. If this word has resonated in your spirit, share it forward in faith, not for numbers, but for impact. Until next time, walk boldly. Chosen one, you are seen, you are marked, and heaven is still moving in your direction.